Hello everyone, it is Kaahlan, and welcome back to my playthrough of Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. We are about to go into the second class trial. I don't really feel like I have enough evidence for some reason, but I also feel like I have to go in now, so we're just gonna go in and see how it goes. Let's see what goes down. Let's do it. Everyone is here, things are popping off, music is going, Monokuma's here. Ahem, so, is everyone ready to what? Am I blind, or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is? You really don't remember?
Come on!
Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nutjob? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Oh, is she? Uh-oh.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and streaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. Oh, she's not looking good. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me here. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible! You're terrible! Whew, so now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Alright. Do I need to talk to people? Let's see what Byakuya has to say. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. Alright, it looks like it's gonna be on me. Let's just go. We have no choice, right? We have to do this.
It's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. Alright. Aw shit, here we go again. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, good. You're ripped raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well?
Okay then, let's get this show on the road.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Woo! Yes, I would like to save the data. The data. Oh, I have more skills now! Not that many. I think I only got like one. The focus gauge decreases more slowly during concentration and fever time. Effective during the non-stop debate, Hangman's Gambit, and bullet time battle. Cool. We've got those. Did I? Yeah, okay, so I just have those. Perfect. I have, okay, it's been a little while since I did the last one, but that's okay. Let's see how this goes. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Yes.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will
Yes.
receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Easy. It was the dumbbell.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yes.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
The dumbbell. Oh, I wasn't trying to contradict him. I was saying that I had it. Okay, my bad. It's okay. Mistakes were made. Okay, so there has to be a contradiction? Alright, good to know.
It appears
I
it
messed
was
up.
a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a
Oh, I still
blunt
haven't
instrument.
remapped my recording button, so I cannot fast forward through this.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
Oh, was I not? I wasn't fast
Certainly
enough.
would make for a powerful weapon.
Rip. Alright, I'll let it go through again. I messed up. The weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with a bloodstain on it. I know, I'm just not fast enough.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
Oops, sorry.
It appears it was a head wound.
According to the
No,
Monokuma
this is
file,
not off to a great
used
start, I
a
gotta be
blunt
honest here.
instrument.
I just
But
need to be
what
faster.
kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
We did it correctly this time, everybody.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
Thank
As
you,
far as
Kyoko.
I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
Easy.
You looked at her head wound?
Yeah, we were investigating, Hina.
Yes! That's so creepy!
You guys really haven't helped us at all. You're alive because of our investigations, alright?
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Okay.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is
Yeah, Genocide Jack,
fiendish
right?
serial
Okay,
killer.
thank you.
Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. But there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the right mouse button to attach the cylinder, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silence instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out, okay? Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Mine is not set to gentle. I think I'm on normal for both. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Alright, we've got the Genocide Jack case file.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
Is that really all it is?
That's impossible!
But I'm just
Why?
looking to see what all
What
they
makes
have to
it
say.
impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so, speaking of genocide
I was slow,
Jack,
and also I wasn't sure if that was the right one. The thing Byakuya showed me in the archive, one look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack. Okay,
The
so...
culprit is Genocide
cool. No
Jack.
proof. Cool.
I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it. Hey, so...
I was
speaking
too
of
slow again. I was
Genocide
worried
Jack,
I was gonna hit the white
I don't know who
noise.
that
Oh no. I really need to remap my record button so I can fast forward.
The culprit
Okay.
is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Okay, there we go.
No, it's wrong.
I like how I'm arguing for Genocide Jack,
Might know one reason
even though
he
I
could be
don't
involved.
personally believe it.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Good question.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
That's not right, actually.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Okay. The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, it has to do with the positioning of the body. Well, yeah, it's how they were
I got it!
suspended.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
Look, okay, my big brain guess right now, and maybe I'm really wrong, is that okay, look. I just have to think on this a little bit, because I feel, like I said earlier, I don't have all the evidence, and I'm not totally sure who did this one, but now I'm beginning to think that Byakuya may have just used me to help him sell this story, but like, he's pinning it on Toko, even though he's the killer. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see what happens.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Okay. I feel like I'm even more correct now.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Okay. Oh, we've got Hangman's Gambit. Wait, what is this? Is it not school? Am I? Oh, it's not skill. Fuck. Oh my gosh, I feel so dumb right now. Oh, it was a C. I thought I got a C and it was like, no. Oh, it's saying, oh, schizo. Oh my god.
Now I understand.
I was like, is it school? There was an I there. Dumb.
Is it because
It was because I
Genocide
hit
Jack
that one C
has a
and it
split
said me it was a
personality?
miss. And maybe I just didn't hit it in time or something. Okay.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too.
It said that, I mean,
They thought
not
that the
100%,
suspect might have-
but they might.
What did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Also, dissociative identity disorder and schizophrenia are different things, just so we're clear.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
I mean, yeah, her behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Yeah, she did act very weird.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
Also, we just continue to ignore that she was totally fine when Junko got killed in front of all of us.
In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
I don't buy it.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me.
This feels super. I like haven't had much to comment on because this is so interesting.
How many times do I have to tell you?
But I'm still like
I
really
never said
skeptical.
that.
I don't believe this. Like I really think Byakuya is totally spinning this right now.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it,
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's
Amazing
left is
that
to hear from the person in question directly.
the two people that I disliked the most are now at the center of this story.
The person you don't mean.
Oh. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
I see. Maybe I'm wrong.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Alright. This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
You wouldn't be getting caught right now if that were true.
Just kidding!
Yeah, okay.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Well, this is very interesting.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
What would that have mattered while we were inside the school?
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but no.
Do you really
Oops,
expect
I didn't mean to
any
click
of
through
us
that.
to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe. Maybe she's totally right about that, but but something's still bothering me. What she said. I need to get some more details about all this. Yeah! Okay. I was gonna say, I still think it's Byakuya using her. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it
What
doesn't.
more proof
Oh, son of a
do we
bitch.
need?
Oh, I'm not fast enough. I'm not a
Give it up.
gunslinger.
You killed her.
Okay, I have to just focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That should have the answer. Yeah. It doesn't match
But I
totally.
didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
It doesn't.
No, that's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Agreed.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos from the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here, you'll see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with... But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
I am right here with you, Hiro.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed through their hands. Here, you'll see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Which is impressive, really. The strength needed to just to suspend somebody with scissors? Like, wow.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? Are you referring
Makoto,
to me?
Big Mac makes sense to me.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Hey, let's find out what that difference is on the next episode, since this one's getting a little long. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been super good. I love doing the trials. I'm excited for the next one. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, bye.